Hello everyone, Zeno here. Here to bring of part 3 of What If Jaune and his team become Spartan. Link down description of the fanfiction of this What If. Listen here YouTube. I do not own anything and this is not a scam. Chapter 5. News about the incident on the warehouse spread across Remnant. Reports state that an unknown individual destroyed nearly an entire White Fang operation in Vale. The police were able to get a few survivors as the majority of the White Fang are dead. The most important individual that caught everyone's eye was the White Fang lieutenant, a high-ranking officer in the White Fang. Officials are speculating that this attack was from Atlas, but they denied all of it. There were also reports of multiple White Fang outposts and recruitment centers being destroyed, the Vale branch of the White Fang losing more and more supporters, as many members either went into hiding or surrendered to the authorities. In the White Fang warehouse, their leader Adam Taurus is furious. He got reports that his officer is dead and the majority of their tech they stole from Atlas is destroyed. He ordered all operations in Mt. Glen to go ahead of schedule, despite the operation not being finished. He needs results, not excuses. In Ozpin's office he is watching the news and questions whether there is a new player in this war. He contacted Ironwood and questioned if he had anything to do with this. He denied all of it and said his men are investigating the matter. Ozpin just sighs as he looks at an old report a couple months ago. The missing report of Team JNPR after a mission in the outskirts of the Four Kingdoms. He tasked a team to search for them, but after weeks of searching there was nothing but their destroyed weapons. The officials pronounced them as dead. Ozpin was upset at this and hoped Team RWBY learned from their mistakes after they betrayed Jaune. Hero was right, Team RWBY got away with too many things and they continue breaking the rules and not thinking of the consequences. He then punished all of them for their actions, which WBY didn't take too kindly. If they do another stunt again, their team would get house arrest and won't be allowed to participate in the Vital Festival. RWBY accepted because she knew they had this coming. She would have joined Team JNPR, but the thought of leaving her team made her stay. She regrets making that decision. UNSC HQ, Dragon Continent. Construction on the city has been completed. Many citizens in Remnant that lost all their homes to the Grim and bandits were all brought here. Humans and especially Faunus were allowed to live in the city. The UNSC implemented laws to make sure everyone, and I mean everyone, were to be treated equally. The city was created in less than a week. The Sentinels worked quicker than expected. The city is protected by a thick wall that is impenetrable. Numerous cannons and guns are situated in the walls, ain't nobody getting in. The citizens of the new city were thankful for the UNSC's help. In return, the majority of the citizens joined the UNSC military. Hundreds of them signed up, some joined the Marines and the ODSTs. The Forerunner structure they discovered turned into a military base. Jaune and Ren made sure to fortify the base to not allow any Atlas, White Fang, or bandits coming into the facility. Angel was later brought into the UNSC HQ to help with operations. In the UNSC HQ command center, Jaune and Ren are overseeing operations as Nora and Pyrrha continue clearing out Grim and securing more villages. By the end of the week the Dragon Continent will be in UNSC control. He just received a report from the engineers that they have been studying the Atlas Paladins and concluded their Paladins are inferior compared to their Cyclops. Ren showed him a video of a Cyclops taking out the Paladin easily. Ren will have his men continue raiding Atlas cargo from the White Fang. They need to make sure they don't steal more tech. Just then Jaune got a transmission from Command. Commander, reinforcements have arrived. Jaune, how many did Lord Hood send? Command, 3 Phoenix-class support vessels, 6 Charon-class light frigates, 3 Halcyon-class light cruisers and 4 Paris-class heavy frigates. Jaune, Command really doesn't want the Covenant acquiring that Forerunner facility. Ren, no kidding, this could be enough manpower if Atlas ever attacks. Jaune, yup, Captain, contact the CO of the fleet. I need a head count of all our forces. With more frigates we can secure more outposts outside of Remnant. Captain, understood sir. The captain contacted one of the admirals from the newly arrived UNSC fleet. Admiral, Commander. Jaune, Admiral, I take it you're our reinforcements. Admiral, yes Commander, Lord Hood sent us a message stating you need help securing a facility here in your homeworld. Ren, and where's Lord Hood now? Admiral, Lord Hood and the fleet are still on Earth. We heard from command they lost contact with the UNSC in amber-clad and are trying communications but failing. John. I see, the Admiral tasked 3 frigates to head towards the surface. We are going to need more manpower to deal with the hostiles of this planet. I will send you a garrison of sentinels, they will help establish a space station. I take it you received the report about the facility. Admiral. I have and will oversee operations here, Commander. John. Understood. Contact me if anything of interest occurs. Ren. So what's the next step? John. To be honest, I plan to negotiate with a woman named Robin Hill. Turns out Mantle was basically thrown to the garbage as all their economy and resources went to Atlas. My men are already establishing a meeting. Hopefully she will accept, but knowing her hatred for Atlas. That's for sure a yes. Ren. That's good, and how about Menagerie? John. We wait. The White Fang are still out there, with us taking out their operations. If they notice our presence in Menagerie they would for sure attack us. We need to gather more evidence of their crimes. Once then, we can negotiate a deal. Just then Pyrrha enters the command center. John. Pyrrha, how goes the operations in the Dragon Continent? Pyrrha. Operations are going as planned. We are well. Nora and I took out multiple bandit tribes in the Dragon Continent. We were working with the villages and they are helping us take out a bandit tribe in Anima. They said that tribe is giving the people in Mistral a hard time, especially the villages. Ren. When will you be able to strike? Pyrrha. Probably next week. We have a plan to lure them out. John. Good. Any reports on our spies in Vale? Pyrrha. We have. Turns out Torchwick is stealing another batch of Dust and Atlas tech after what Ren did, and we are sending Nora to capture him. Once we're done we'll have her interrogate Torchwick about his plans. Ren. We're sending Nora. Pyrrha. Yup, she's itching for a fight. John. It's fine Ren, it's Nora. She can do it. Let's just hope she doesn't overdo it. Ren. Fine. John. Pyrrha, is Nora ready for the mission? Pyrrha. Yes she is. John. Good, then proceed with the mission. Chapter 6. Remnant Space. Up in space with the help of the Sentinels the UNSC were able to establish a orbital defense platform as the remainder of the fleet are patrolling around Remnant Space. Admiral. Lieutenant, are all construction operations proceeding as planned? Captain. Yes sir, within the day the entire space station would be finished. Admiral. Good, inform the commander and get a report of the war. We need to know if UNSC forces are still engaging the Covenant. Captain. Yes sir, right away. UNSC HQ, Dragon Continent, Hangar Bay. In the Hangar Bay Nora is getting ready with a squad of ODSTs as Ren and Pyrrha approach Nora. Pyrrha. Nora, John has given the go-ahead. Your main priority is to capture Roman Torchwick and possibly his sidekick Neapolitan. This is a stealth mission, we can't alert the authorities of our presence. Understood. Nora. Understood boss. As Nora puts on her helmet, Ren notices she added a little detail on her helmet. Ren. Nora, what did you do to your helmet? As she looks at her helmet that sports a new design. Nora. What's wrong with it? I mean come on, the White Fang are spreading fear amongst innocent civilians. I want them to fear us, it's basically telling them if you hurt innocent people we're gonna hurt you. Pyrrha. She's right, you know. Ren. Really Pyrrha? Pyrrha. We need to show the White Fang not to mess with us. If they keep attacking all they're going to get is death. They need to understand we are not like Atlas. We don't just leave our doors open so that they can just say hello and steal our stuff. We are better than them. Ren. Sighs, I know, and Nora. Nora. Yeah, Ren. Try not to go overboard. We don't want to have a repeat of last time. Nora. You got it Ren. As she gives them both a thumbs up as she and her crew left to Vale. Vale. Nora. Alright boys, here's the plan. As Nora projects a hologram of the entire warehouse. Nora. The layout out of the warehouse is the same as the others. There's a fuse box here, I want one of you to kill the lights on my signal. We need to make this fast because Faunus are known to have night vision in their Faunus traits. I need a sniper posted in this position, overlooking the entire warehouse. I want the 4 of you to split into teams of 2 and outflank the White Fang. One team will be in the front and the other in the back. My main priority is securing this girl. As Nora shows a hologram of Neapolitan. Nora. According to our spies, her semblance allows Neapolitan to disguise herself. It is basically physical illusions that can be seen by everyone. So our main priority is to restrain her, before Torchwick. All the ODST nods as they reach Vale. Nora, land is here, once we're done head towards our location once we have the package. Pilot, understood. The Pelican lands as Nora and the squad of ODSTs move out of the Pelican as it takes off. She gestured all soldiers to move forward. She got her magnum with a silencer and her trusty knife as they head towards the warehouse. One ODST already left and went to take position to overlook the warehouse. Nora signals the other ODST to head to the fuse box. They see two White Fang patrolling. Nora tells them to wait as she eliminates both of them by shooting the one on the right, then grabbing the one on the left and stabbing him. He then tells the two ODSTs to hide the bodies. They then reach the exterior of the warehouse. Nora, what do you got for us? ODST-4. Area is surrounded but the two targets are in sight. Torchwick is out in the open, but the girl is sitting in the crates. Nora, is the area clear for the taking? ODST-4. Yes, Ma'am. Nora. Good. She gestures the four remaining ODSTs to get into position as she makes her way to the warehouse. She activates her cloak and preps up a dart gun. She sneakily walks towards Neo as she was busy using her scroll. Nora waited to take the shot as she looks out for any White Fang members that could see her. Then when she had the chance she fired the shot as Neo felt something on her neck but started to feel sleepy, and as she falls Nora quickly grabs her and hides under the crate in case any White Fang saw her. Nora. I have her. Is everyone in position? ODST 1/2, in position. ODST 3/5, in position. ODST 6, ready on the fuse box. ODST 4, ready. Awaiting orders. Nora. On my mark. As Nora quietly drags Neo's body out of the area. As she prepares her magnum for the fight. Once she puts Neo in a safe position, she caused hell. Nora. Now. Then the ODST in the fuse box turned off the lights as all hell went loose as the two ODSTs broke the door and shoot all the White Fang grunts. With the sniper taking shots from the distance. Nora uses her magnum and made sure to clear a path to Torchwick. Torchwick hides from the intruders as they are massacring all the White Fang and Neo is nowhere to be seen. He then hears a tap in the window and looks behind him to see this. Pretend the one in sunglasses is Torchwick. Nora. Boo. Nora then breaks the window with her fist as she grabs Torchwick and throws him out of the window and into the ground. As Torchwick tries to get up, Nora steps on his hand as he looks at her in fear as Nora punches him as his world goes black. Nora. Once the Pelican lands, I want these two restrained and in cuffs. Make sure you use those aura restraints and set charges in the crates and tech. I want this place gone, understood? ODSTs, understood. Time skip. Torchwick and Neo wake up and they realize they are in an interrogation room. They tried to get out of their restraints but failed. Then the doors open and they come face to face with Nora as she sharpens her knife. Nora. Roman and Torchwick and Trivia Vini, otherwise known as Neapolitan. Torchwick. You ain't getting anything from us. You hear me? Nora. Oh, I know. That's why I'm going to take my sweet time with our little talk, Roman, and I'm going to start with her. She points her knife at Neo. As Nora heads towards Roman as she taps her knife on the table as the doors close. John. Did he break? Nora. He broke. He gave me everything about their operations. From the up-and-coming infiltration of the CTTS in Beacon and MT. Glenn. Ren's little operation stalled their plans. With the Atlas tech and the dust in those warehouses gone, they had to go ahead of schedule despite the lack of resources and manpower. Pyrrha. How were you able to do it? Nora. I have a way with words when it comes to bad guys. Oh, and by the way, they told me the name of their employers. He said they already infiltrated Beacon. John. Good, with this info we need to launch a full-on operation in MT. Glenn. Pyrrha. And what of the CTTS? John. Don't worry, when the Admiral and his fleet arrive. He gave us a gift courtesy of the boys in ONI. As John presented them with this. Ren. What is this supposed to be? Pyrrha. Isn't this those data crystal chips? John. Yup, Command gave us 4 data crystal chips, inside is our own AI. Nora. So Command provided us with an AI. Like the one that Chief has. Jaune. Yup, these guys will help us throughout our operations in Remnant once we get into the CTTS. We'll have one of them hack the terminal to get access to the whole system. No doubt Atlas thinks they're invincible, but their tech is like an old generation computer. Anybody can get in. As the 4 Spartans placed their chips in their helmets as all their A is activated. Jaune. Designation Jaune. All systems activated. 4. Designation 4. All systems activated. Achilles. Designation Achilles. All systems activated. Mulan. Designation Mulan. All systems activated. Jaune. Looks like the AIs are working perfectly. Then Jaune receives a transmission from the fleet on Remnant space. Admiral. Commander, we have news from Lord Hood. Reinforcements are headed our way. Jaune. That's good, and how many UNSC ships is he sending? Admiral. It's not UNSC, Commander. Ren. Then what are they? Admiral. Covenant ships. And this the end of part 3 of this What If. I hope you guys like it. Don't really leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel.